Long ago, when animals still spoke, there lived a small spider named Ananis. He was not big, but his mind was sharp. He watched others, listened closely, and always believed he knew better. Whenever animals talked, Ananis stayed quiet and smiled to himself. He believed he was the wisest in the forest. One evening, Ananis sat alone under a tall tree. The forest was calm. The sun was setting. Ananis felt troubled. He wanted wisdom, not just to have it, but to own it. If only wisdom belonged to one person, he whispered. If only it belonged to me. Suddenly, the forest went silent. A deep voice called Ananis by name. Before him appeared a large clay pot, glowing softly. This pot holds all the wisdom in the world, the voice said. Use it wisely. Then the voice disappeared. Ananis stared at the pot in wonder. His heart filled with joy and fear. What if others touch this pot, he thought. They will become wise like me. That night, Ananis decided to hide the pot where no one could find it. At sunrise, Ananis looked across the forest. He chose the tallest tree, rising above all others. I will hide the pot at the top, he said. No one will reach it. He tied the pot with rope and began to climb. The pot was heavy. It hit his legs and pulled him down. Ananis slipped and struggled. Animals passing by laughed and shouted advice. But Ananis ignored them. Ananis' young son, Itikuma, stopped below the tree. Father, he said gently, put the pot on your back. You will climb better. Ananis paused. Then he followed the advice. The climb became easy. At the top of the tree, Ananis sat quietly. The wind touched his face. Then he understood. If my son could advise me, he said, then wisdom cannot belong to one person. His heart grew heavy. Anger filled Ananis. He pushed the pot. It fell and broke on the ground below. Wisdom rose into the air and spread everywhere. Into people, animals, trees, and rivers. Ananis climbed down slowly. He was still clever, but no longer proud. From that day, wisdom belonged to everyone. And that is why even the smallest voice can teach the greatest mind. Thank you for listening to today's story on Story Drum Africa. If you enjoyed this tale, please like, share, and subscribe to hear more African folk tales filled with wisdom. Until next time, let the drum of stories continue to beat.